Alrighty, and we're back with another video. I'm just going to show a game that happened a few days ago. Yeah, it's been a day or so. But this was a game where I actually remembered. Again, this is a scenario where I actually remember who this allegedly is. But I forget if this is a BC or a mech player at the time of playing him. So I was thinking, oh, maybe we should just, have some fun and see how this goes. If you guys saw the title, though, you guys know what happens. But it's kind of silly because I'm getting fed up and tired of all these mech players, and I'm just had enough. So this game gets a little bit funky because of what I decide to pull. But I'm just gonna let this play out a little bit. I'll explain some things, but most things should be fine. Excuse if you can hear the dog in the background. I do my normal 2-gas opener with my SEV Scout, just to make sure there's no proxies. And I now see there's no proxy, so I play this normally.
Command center upgrade complete.
And I see the bunker building in a marine here, so I know he's playing greenery, because you don't use this opener normally. Usually you would rush a Cyclone, or you would maybe, I don't know, have at least one Reaper here, but the fact that he's built 0 kind of gives something away, where something is going on. So I'm thinking, what are you rushing, and what is the need to be greedy?
Additional supply. Add-on complete. Add-on complete.
I bring my Liberator out to see if I can scout again.
Command center upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted.
I see a cyclone here and I know something's being hidden, so I'm not quite sure what to think. I don't want to waste a scan yet.
Additional supply depots required.
Armed and ready. SCV ready.
I go across the map here thinking he might not be here, or I think I can get an advantage by him maybe taking the other third and not having one.
Ready to blunder.
Because he seems to be waiting for a while to have a third.
SCV ready.
Research complete.
We see a cyclone here, and we got a bit lucky it didn't lock onto the tank. Instead of, it got a marine. We see a building command center here, and he's forced to cancel. But again, I'm unfortunately not in range here, and I don't have a medevac, so there's no way for me to kill that. But, yeah, there's no way to get close enough to be any more of a threat right now. And we see the 3 ravens. At this moment, I'm not sure if it's Mass Raven or Mass BC, because I have seen openers with just 3 ravens, so I wouldn't know right away. But I'm getting the impression it's something greedy. I shot myself by accident there for a second. And we see that he now comes with the ravens again. I unfortunately do lose quite a bit of my army here, but we are able to kill at least. Oh yeah, we are able to kill all the ravens. Yep. And then we get out. So I think overall that was a better trade for me. But again, it's not good to lose tanks like that. But I killed all his ravens, which had energy, so they gain value over time. So I think in my mind I thought that was better to take that. Because if you just run, he'll chase you. And again, I'm going to see where his third is, or if he has one.
Research complete. Command center upgrade.
And again, I'm just trying to leverage damage with the tank range. I add on another starport and another factory, thinking I might have to use it for a mech player potentially. And I see the battlecruiser, I'm like, oh, this is what's happening. So this is where it kind of lights up in my head of like, oh, that's what's happening. We see the sensor tower at the other third, so we know that's where he is.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready.
And he gets to use the Yamato as like his way of getting damage because it's cost efficiency. That's basically what he's using against me. So I know at this point, the way I want to win against this is just out expanding and out trading him. So you see me get in 4th base here, and I'm still sticking around to see if he tries for this base. And we do want to keep an eye on the battlecruiser count just to be careful, because we don't want to let him get too much. But we also start ship weapons, and we start focusing on Viking production. I think I build more, not pylons, depots and turrets here. I don't know what made me say pylons there. And again, I'm just lurking around to see if he moves out. Because again, his idea is to move out and then have the teleport home. And we see him try to take this base, but we don't want to engage this. We don't want to get too close. And I'm trying to exploit the fact that he has no turrets, but again, yeah, Yamatos are still a thing. So that wasn't the greatest idea. And I definitely should not have A-moved all my stuff into that. And we see the other sets of turrets. So we know like he might be double expanding, he could be doing something with a lot of turrets. As I take my 4th, I try to open up the map, knowing that if he plays battlecruisers, I need to be able to, like if I have to build Thors, I want to be able to maneuver around the map. And I'm making the mistake of not having sensor turrets right now, even though they're in my production. I have an idea here to try to land on him at first, but I go against that idea because I know that if the BCs warp on me, I'm dead. Like if it was 1 or 2 BCs, they'd be nothing, but because we know he has 5+, that's not good for us. We see him come to the natural here. And again, he can focus the turret because there's a lot of BCs. Yeah, there's not much I can do. All I can do is just build more SCVs and, you know, try to recover when he does damage. I probably should have repaired that. Whoops. I don't know why there's an SCV there. He warps away, but we got a bit lucky. He didn't kill the armory or the E-base, so he didn't get anything from that. In terms of upgrades. He does kill 20 SCVs. He has 96, I didn't even know that. But that's actually a mistake from him. But me having 70 is still kind of okay. We barely saved that armory. And as we scan, we see that that base is still in the air, so he's not here yet. So we can try to set up here. And again, we're just trying to deny bases. We go after this base here, and we successfully kill it, which is good for us. Because we're just slowing down his momentum here. It's maybe not the best idea to have all my Vikings in this scenario, because if he just warps on one of my bases, I have nothing home. And this is probably my biggest mistake in this game. I don't respect that. So I definitely should have had a better awareness to know that it was a bit of a ping-pong game, where it was back and forth. And then we check the gold base to make sure he's not going for this, because that will change the outcome of how this goes. I scan that just to double check. And we go to top left here just to double check again. So now we know that the BCs are somewhere, but we don't know where.
Upgrade complete.
I think that's him scanning.
Base is under attack.
And then I see the BCs come here. And the odd thing I don't fully recognize in this moment is the upgrades. Because I'm playing Mass Viking against him. And his BC seemed to get one shot really quickly. And I was curious, thinking, why is he getting one shot so fast? I graciously didn't lose that command center. and maybe a few SCVs were killed. I'd say 7, because if I lost 20 the first time. But again, I'm still maintaining 75 SCVs, which is still good. Pentagram scans are happening again. And again, I just want to chip away at this turret sensor tower line. But we have to be careful because he also has tanks. That's the danger. And I thought I was way too close. Again, I make the mistake of having all my Vikings here, which is the mistake I shouldn't be making against a battlecruiser player. But, yeah. There's no excuse. I just played this part kind of badly. This was kind of my bad move to do. Because I'm F2ing right now, pretty much. And we catch the BCs here, and oddly enough, he doesn't fully warp away in time, so he actually loses one. And losing a Viking for a battlecruiser is kind of okay. And I'm just chipping away at the turret line without getting myself into trouble. I'm scanning here because I don't know how close I can get with the Vikings without getting them killed. Good and bad thing, I don't know. And again, he comes to 12 o'clock again. But I don't realize it's not the battlecruiser, so I actually instinctively run. But it's actually okay because, again, tanks can't hit air. The one Thor is kind of just wandering. I bring my SCVs way too close. I just use my Vikings here to land on him. Good and bad thing-ish, I don't know. Because I still have air superiority, it wouldn't matter. I think I'm trying to get a gold here, but also I'm not fully on the map, which isn't great. But I'm trying to stay centralized so that I can run to either base. The tanks are accidentally on this side, meaning they're in fire of the battlecruisers, which is not great. And we see one battlecruiser come here, and it just dies. And now we're trying to take attack the 6 o'clock base. I get a bit close here, which is not great. But, yeah, it's okay. I have more tanks than him, but it's still not great to just walk into tank range like that. And right here, I do it again, but it's okay.
Command center upgrade complete.
And I'm looking to take the gold again.
Mineral field depleted.
We see the battlecruisers in the middle of the map again, and so we bring our Vikings back here. I think I killed his base, and now I'm trying to defend the others. I run the orbital away, but he still gets that. Maybe? Maybe not. No, he doesn't. I mass repair the other orbital, thinking I can save it, and this is the part where I start to notice something weird, because usually that kills. Like, upgraded battlecruisers do a lot of damage, so I was curious how he didn't kill that, but still he didn't. I'm kind of losing SCVs here a little bit, simply because, well, battlecruisers. But it's not that bad, because I'm able to rebuild. And again, I'm starting to realize that he's not doing as much damage as he should, so I'm curious as to what's happening. But I don't know if I fully noticed it. I might have noticed it. And I'm starting to build Thors just in case, because I think I get the idea that if he gets upgrades, he'll be able to contest the Vikings, which probably means I haven't registered that the upgrades are that bad. But it's a precaution that I take. But I fully did not need it. And then, again, I have to be careful of turrets here because of the Vikings. And he uses Thors here to try to hold me off. He brings his battlecruisers to the 12 o'clock base again. He does get it this time because I'm not here in time. but my ground army is able to attack his main. And then he's chasing this orbital. He doesn't quite get it. We don't know where he warps to. Oh, the other BCs actually didn't warp away. And yeah, he warped home, so he gets to kill some of that. But because he doesn't get away in time, he still loses a battlecruiser. And my ground army is getting attacked by something. I think battlecruisers? I'm not sure. Yeah. So unfortunately I lose that, but it's okay because again I still kill a base. And he is also at home instead of here. And again, I'm just trying to deny bases, so I see him trying to go for the gold here.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
And I'm just trying to, again, open the map up. I think I only zoom in to make sure I don't shoot myself with Thors, but I think I just forgot. And again, we catch the BCs here, and I use my Vikings to kite away and just to target fire, so I'm killing them faster. Ooh, I think I get 3 here, yep. And then the other last one warps out.
Upgrade complete.
And again, he just tries to fight us here, thinking he can win because it's battlecruisers, but I have way too much here. I don't have tanks here, so this doesn't fully work the way I want. So I have to be a bit careful, knowing that he also has Thors. But I trust the numbers and the upgrades here. I don't land, knowing I shouldn't. And now we're just trying to capitalize on the low army count he has.
Is under attack.
We have 5 BCs in the main, so I basically send again my air army home, my ground army to his base. That's the divide I have to do. And again, he's able to do quite a bit of damage, but it's okay. But thankfully to mules, I don't lose anything here, to my knowledge. I do drop below 70 SCBs, but that's kind of okay knowing it's mech now, and that I'm very ahead. And now we see the base here on the gold. We go for this. And we try to reclaim the gold here and 12 at the same time. But this game, a lot of it has been positional, where you see I'm constantly on the map, I'm constantly watching for what he does. And we see battlecruisers in the main here. I bring my Vikings back here to come into the fight. I maybe shouldn't have waited knowing he had his upgrades coming, but I wouldn't have known 3-3 was that close. And again, he abuses the fact that the Vikings are on his side of the map. Yeah. So this is really bad. I think I'm using 2 control groups, 1 for Vikings, 2 for the ground army. I send the ground army to his base, and I bring my army, my air army home. But again, this is like my biggest mistake this game, the inadequate defense around the bases. And he loses all those BCs, which should be game for him, because I'm thinking now, how much more do you have? We see he has these BCs at home. I'm able to kill 2 of them, I believe, but he is able to clean this up, unfortunately. But again, I'm bringing him back home.
Add-on.
Whereas he keeps coming into my main.
Mineral field depleted. Add-on complete.
And again, he warps 2 or 3 Viking BCs into my main. So I trust that my rally will kill him now.
Base.
And I land some Vikings in his main to do damage while I bring others home.
Mineral field.
Ready to plunder.
And again, I see the upgrades and I know that's what I want to focus here.
Vespene geyser exhausted.
The Viking rally defends at home. A little bit of a mistake here not rallying the mules properly, but that's okay.
Vespene geyser exhausted.
SCV ready. Ready to roll out.
And again, he warps 1 BC on me, but I killed the starport before he gets it.
Add-on complete.
And now I'm thinking, what else do you have? Because he's lost pretty much everything. And I'm taking top, bottom right, and we see the middle base here, I think, with an army. And now I'm thinking this should be game, because you have nothing left. I'm surprised this guy is still in the game, but whatever. Some people like to do this stuff and grief you pretty hard. I focused the orbital because his units are mining, meaning if there's still an orbital around, the SCVs will naturally rally there because that's the AI. So now I'm looking for the other base where the SCVs are running to. Not sure why I'm building turrets, but whatever. Maybe natural habit at this point.
Ready to plunder.
Mineral field depleted.
And again, I'm using landed Vikings knowing there should be no BCs left. But I played fire with fire this game, playing mech against a battlecruiser player. But I was tired of dealing with this with bio, so I said, screw it, I'm gonna do this. And now the game is over. And that's playing fire with fire, but yeah, thank you for watching and have a good day.